Hi, my name's Meli, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to do a step in ballet called the Soutenu. So I like this step because it's really simple, so I think it's easy to learn, and I just think that it can be used in so many different ways. Like you can do it quickly or slowly, and it's been applied in so many different ways in different ballets, and I just like it. So we're going to learn this in 3 steps. So the first one is getting to fit position. So first, stand parallel. So your feet are just turned in, kind of like a comfortable position. And what we're gonna do from here is just open our feet as much as we can. So this is how you find your natural turnout. So we don't want to be forcing our turnout because it might hurt. And yeah, so just open your toes as much as they can. And don't do what I just did, and don't lean back. So in ballet, it's really important to think about where your body is placed. So it's not enough to just like be balancing somewhere. You have to be solid. So from the side view, when we open our toes, we don't want to be sticking our butt out because that might mean that you're forcing it a little. So if you feel that you're sticking your tush out, then maybe turn in your toes a little and just make sure you are standing straight up and down like a pole. So in ballet, you can think about your butt like a fish face. So this is a fish face. So you want your butt to be like that. You want it to be like tight, like a fish face. So remember the fish face butt. And you also want your head to be over your heart. So you don't want to be like this or like that. So, and the last thing is, in this turned out position, you want your legs to be wrapping around. And that comes from your fish face butt cheek. So don't forget about that. So you want your legs to be wrapping out. Think of like a candy cane, how the red wraps around the white. So think of your legs like the red stripe on a candy cane wrapping upwards. Okay, so let's try that one more time. So we're in parallel, and then we open our 3, 2, 1. There we go. And now to get to 5th position, we just bring one leg over the other. You can do right over left or left over right. It's up to you. I'm gonna do left over right. So just move that over. And what you want to avoid here is you don't want there to be little baby toes peeking out behind it. We don't want to see those. We just got to move it all the way over. And then there you have it. But don't forget about the fish face butt cheek. Keep that nice and in. Keep the legs candy cane, and don't be leaning backwards or forwards. Keep the head over the heart. So let's just do that from the side, and then we can move on to step 2. So here we are in parallel. Now let's open our legs, keeping the placement nice and straight, like a nice pole going down the floor. Move that over. And here we are in 5th position. So now that we have gotten to 5th position, step 1 is done. You are a third of the way there. So step 2, now we have to learn how to get to Soutenu. And it's not as fancy as it sounds. It's just getting a little taller from 5th position. So get into your 5th position. So now that we're in 5th, we just want to rise, kind of like that, but we're gonna scoop our feet together. Like if these are my feet, they scoop together. Now, we don't go to one or the other. We are equal here. We don't favor left over right. So we are in our 5th position, and then we bend our knees over the toes. We also have to remember that. If our knees are facing forward and our toes are facing out, this won't work. So knees facing the direction of the toes. So knees over the toes, and then your feet are gonna scoop together like this. You might wanna get like a chair or something to hold on to here because it can get a little tricky if you're not used to your placement. So here we are in 5th position. You knees over the toes, and then you scoop them together. And you might feel like you're leaning back. If you let go, you keep falling, because it's easier to fall back than forwards. So when in doubt, just lean forward a little bit. So let's try that one more time, and then we can get to step 3. So let's just get to our 5th position. Now we bend our knees over the toes, knees pressing out, legs like candy canes, head over the heart, and we scoop them together. And now try and let go. And if you feel like you're wobbling, straighten your knees. Just squeeze those knees. Make the candy cane legs going outward. fish face, butt cheek, that back there, probably the most important part of all of this. So don't forget about it back there. And it's hard because like when we're walking, we don't think about this. This is just there. But now in ballet, we gotta start paying attention. So let's try step 2 one last time, I promise. So we are in parallel, open, cross, knees over the toes, scoop together, straighten those knees, squeeze your fish face, butt cheek, and candy cane going outwards, and there. Now you can balance. And when in doubt, lean forward. So lastly, step 3, we are going to learn how to turn because that's what Soutenu is all about. So get to your Soutenu. This is Soutenu. So Soutenu is just an extension of this. You just turn around. That was a really bad example, but it's okay, it's okay. So you are in Soutenu, and you don't want to start turning and then just turn in, turn out in, because then you'll only get like halfway around, and also it's wrong. So we're in Soutenu, and what you want to do is actually turn so that both of your legs are still candy caning. So you don't want to be here and then have your legs be straight forward. That's wrong. So you're over here, and then you face forward. And look, your legs are still candy caning outward. You see my heels? They're looking at you. Think about if you had a smiley face right in here on your heel. Then you always want to have smiley faces looking forward. You don't want to hide the smiley face. You always want to show them. So if we are here in our Soutenu position, we turn and we switch our feet. So left was in front here, and now it's right foot. And you can do this, you can do a half turn or a full turn. It's really up to you and how you're feeling. So let's say I was starting on this side, and then I turn to the other. So that could work, or you can try and get all the way around. So you're in Soutenu, and then you have to spot your head. So imagine if you're looking forward and you see, I don't know, another smiley face. There's a big smiley face in front of you, and you see the smiley face, and you try and keep looking at it because it's so pretty, and then you just want to see it again. You don't want to see everything in the room. You don't want to like look around, oh, what a nice wall, because then you don't get to see the smiley face. So you want to keep looking at the smiley face. So you want to keep seeing it, and then see it again. So that's what you do with your head in a Soutenu, and your feet are just doing that same thing. They're in Soutenu with left foot forward, and then they're not, and then they are again. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Just remember the 3 steps. Get to 5th, knees over the toes, Soutenu, and see the side face again. And that's about it. And so Soutenus, they really vary. You can be standing in one spot and just turn, or you can step into one. There's a lot of different ways to do it, and that's why I like Soutenus.